Yeah, good evening, Caleb. Listen, I think the footage that released is so chilling. I guess not a surprise that these 6 beautiful souls had to live under such dire, hellish conditions while fighting as best they could to not only protect each other, but to survive. But as you can see, the people of Israel are not giving up the fight to bring home the remaining 101 hostages alive. We're at a protest now in front of the IDF headquarters, and I managed to spot Yehuda Cohen in the crowd, the father of Nimrod Cohen, who is here with us. First of all, how are you holding up and everyone holding up in light of everything that's happened in the past 10 days?
Well, the bad news is we still don't have a deal. Well, the partially good news, we have, as you said, everybody here around. We have the people with us. The problem is the government. The government only cares about itself. Netanyahu only cares about itself. That's why he is the main obstacle for a deal.
So to see the Israeli people and all over the world coming here to support you, does it give you and the families a sense of comfort, given that this is a awful thing that you've had to go through for a year?
Yeah, it does give us comfort. I hope they won't give up on us. But we have a very stubborn government that doesn't want the deal. We heard Netanyahu, we heard his wife, we heard them always finding excuses, ridiculous excuses not to go for a deal. The latest one is Hamas murdered 6 hostages. We won't give him a price to go for a deal to release hostages. He's like punishing the Hamas, not releasing the hostages. That sounds makes sense.
The information that has just come out about these 6 beautiful people that have had to sacrifice their own lives, but to see, the reports that they were fighting to the very end, they were protecting each other. Does that give you any kind of strength to know that your son is young and strong and able to survive under the worst conditions?
Yeah, on the one hand, yes. On the other hand, we see the end, the tragic end of those 6. So I hope my son is not fighting in vain. I hope we will release him. We will force our government to release him. Although our government is practicing psychological terror on us, claiming Hamas is doing so. Although we won't give up, we will keep on fighting. I will keep on fighting until my son Nimrod will be back home with all the rest of the hostages. We won't give up. We won't blink.
Do you have faith that a deal will be made with the help of the Americans trying to close a deal?
I have faith that eventually the U.S., the Israeli public, will force a deal on Netanyahu. We hope that. That's the only reason we are still fighting. We are depending on our nation, the Israeli nation, not on our government, and we are depending on the support of the U.S. government and the diaspora.
Yehuda, thank you very much, as always, for your strength, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
So as you can see, we're right here with the father of a hostage. They are still here every night. All of the people here protesting is giving them the strength to continue. And obviously, the Israeli people here are not going to give up hope and not going to stop fighting to bring the remaining 101 hostages home.
All right, Emily Francis, and of course, we want to see Nimrod Cohen and all of the hostages back home safe and sound as soon as possible and in any way possible.